This is an exciting time for the Whitewater Historical Society, a time of renovation, a time of rebirth, a time for a new face and a fresh vision, a time you won't want to miss. Maybe you know the Society's old face. From the mid-1970s to the late 2000s, the Society maintained a history museum in the Whitewater Depot, an 1890 railroad depot that hadn't functioned as a train station since the 1950s without making any major changes to its structure. After 100 years, the building was in need of rehabilitation. In 2008, the City of Whitewater and the Historical Society applied for a federal transportation enhancement grant to finance the renovations necessary to restore the building, repair the building's historic fabric, and adapt the building for modern-day use as a museum. In October 2008, a $400,000 grant was awarded, conditioned on the city's and the Society's raising an $80,000 match. The city contributed $40,000, the Society agreed to raise $40,000, and 4 years later had succeeded. In these renovations, the depot building was historically rehabilitated and the interior was reconfigured into functional spaces for collection storage, curatorial work, local history research, rotating exhibits, and a permanent exhibit of the Society's collections. And going forward, in a multi-year effort, the museum's permanent exhibit will be completely reimagined. Rather than being simply an arrangement of things to look at, the Society's collections will now tell Whitewater's story. Telling stories, in fact, is what the new Depot Museum is all about.
Last evening, we received the sad intelligence of the death of Lieutenant James M. Meade, 28th Regiment, Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry. Beloved and respected by all, it produced quite a shock upon our community.
The museum will elicit from historical objects the stories they can tell us of the lives they were once part of. It will also seek out the voices of the past to help us see historical events and everyday life through the eyes of those who experienced them. What were turning points in Whitewater's history? Where is the Whitewater of old still part of the Whitewater of today, and why? How can Whitewater's past help us understand the town we live in now? The Depot Museum will engage visitors of all ages in answering these questions. Children will be invited to play with hands-on replicas of historical artifacts. Local schools will be encouraged to schedule class trips to the museum, families to make it a family outing site. Ambitious? Absolutely. But to the members of the Whitewater Historical Society, absolutely necessary. Still, we are an all-volunteer organization and we can't do it all without help. The Society is open to everyone, young and old, long-term Whitewater resident and university student, empty nester, and history buff. If you share our vision, come join us and help us put a new face on Whitewater's past.